Hey folks, and welcome back to part 7 of the Bulrathi Possible Stock Race Challenge. And we have a little incoming to our homeworld. Turnabout is fair play for going after the Silicoid homeworld here. So we have a bunch of transports heading in, a little bit of micromanagement, bouncing some population around, tweaking the sliders to make sure we're still regrowing at a good rate. And took a look at what's incoming here at Chryslon. Got quite a few battleships in, but that is the Silicoid size preference. So the thing we have to watch out for here is I don't want to prolong a war after the next council vote, because I'm going to be the other candidate, and the Silicoids will automatically vote against me and for Klackons, even if, well, I can't really tell. Yeah, even if they're still at war, just because it's always biased against the human player. So we definitely want to make sure that doesn't happen. So I'm going to try to grab as much as I can, gobble up as much territory, then make peace with them, which they'll probably accept if they've been, mauled by the bear in this war, like we've been doing to them so far. And then I definitely want to grab Talus and get a decent-sized, rich planet. And as for anything else, I actually don't have. I've never scouted them. I don't have the advanced space scanner. I have no idea what they've got. So what I'm actually going to do is switch my spies over to sabotage, get enough to roll one attempt every turn, because we'll be taking their techs with our ground forces. So no need to waste our espionage attempts on them. I think sabotage seems a little more likely to go through in my experience. Definitely feels like the AI has better luck, taking out your factories and missile bases than they do stealing your techs. Because even if you don't catch them, it'll still pop up a, such and such spy has stolen, a tech from you. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and run the turn. Research still coming along pretty well. Definitely want the scatter packs to help out our missile bases. I'm going to design a new pack when we get those, but we'll come back to that. And I think it's quite a bit of fleet for one planet. And with that, I think we'll see what they do. Let's see that in there. Okay. Did they rebuild a missile base? They did not. Let's see. Heavy fusion beam. So same old here. Repulsor beam's got to watch out for that. And that's right. Attack the planet, but not their ships. We'll wait. Looks like they're running away. Done. And done. Okay. Interesting. See, I would have looked at that math and seen the comparable number of battleships. Ooh, hello. First time we've got one of these in a while. Which means, of course, I didn't actually properly check to see what the Alkari have. I know that's going to be Stinger missiles, but we're going to have the scatter packs in. That's probably an industrial tech increase. When in doubt, computers, right? Okay. Hopefully we won't get busted for that one. All right. Let's see how we do. Sortium exoskeleton. I forgot about that. Oh man, that is glorious. Charge of the bear cavalry. Okay, they're putting up a little bit more of a fight there. We're still going to have over half the population we need to man their factories too. That's a lot of factories. Give me Tech 4. Robotics 4. Okay, good to know. Yes. Good job, Sarge. No, we'll do that manually. Okay. That may give me contact with the Cylons. Tech 6, okay. Advanced space scanner or battle computer. We are at battle computer 4, and this is cheaper, so we'll go with that. Okay, interesting choice here. We can probably. Oh, wait a minute. That means we only got like 3 or 4 techs. from 500 factories. We have been rolling horribly. Generally, once you raid a planet that has about 300 factories or more, odds are you get all 6. So that is horrible, horrible luck. But, that means we'll just have to take more of their planets. Impulse, we know they've got. Those are floating around. So Stargates, I think. And that'll be a good trade bait, too. Needless to say, Stargates are amazing for your fleet defense also. Okay, so Crystalon looking great. What's incoming? Just Ursa and Crystalon. Okay, where are they going? Oh, that must have been empty when maybe the Klackons destroyed it, and then Mershon sent a ship over. Still no contact with the Cylons. Red is them, right? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I bet we didn't get the first contact jingle because we got it through a ground combat tech and not research. Okay. So they'll probably have formal first contact next time. Let's do a little report. Honorable. Militarist. Allied with the Alkari. Well, good thing the Alkari didn't catch us. Steel, when in doubt. We know the Klackons are going to have something we want. The Cylons are going to have something we want. Let's say hi. Kelvin. Let's see. Hyper 10. Okay. And let's do... Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I have to do a big overhaul anyway, so this is a good time to run our trade deficit. Well, the right to arm bears technically doesn't apply to traded techs, but... Seems fair to me. So now we have the right to arm bears and the right to forearm bears. As you know, forewarned is forearmed, and forearmed means you're a Cylon. How are they looking? We're ahead of the Cylons in tech. Okay, let's see how many planets they actually have. Oh, we can't, because we don't have formal contact. Okay. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. Okay, so Talos is their next gathering point, it looks like. We want that. That's a lot of whales. That is a whole pod of whales gathering there. I think what I'm going to do is hold up here, get our missile bases, get everything up and going. Get that dude clean, okay? And like I said, shield comes first. Well, but we'll put that tick in there to pay for the refit. Yeah, there should only be 2 turns to get the shield up. So let's send population over. Let's see. I don't think any other population is coming. They're short 70. Let's put 40 from Furious, which means about 30 from Score. 25, yeah, good enough. And then we're restocking it. Let's restock it from Badland. And actually, we'll restock also from the Deep, when in doubt. Okay. That should help basically cycle our population through. That's going to, restock Zudax, which it definitely needs after that. Make sure we get one more missile base on Ursa. Now, as you might have seen last time we checked, actually that jump with Crystalon, actually, that was a nice boost to our economy. The ships went down from about 18 to 15%, bases went from 7 to 5. So that's about like a 5% increase to our economy. So actually, you can. So 4,300, it's about 500. So about a sixth or 7th again increase. Okay, I'll definitely approve of that. I also am pretty sure I didn't actually tell the people to actually increase factory funding, but here we are. We'll do that. And you know what? This is a great time to go all in on. Let's do one more base. Good time to go all in on boosting our factories. Then we'll switch to ships and gradually put back into research. Good time for that. And that's true. We're the percentages on scatter packs, so we'll get that eventually anyway. Just not quite as quickly as I would have preferred. So 1 there is good. Actually, that's fine. So we'll do that and that. And good old Jenga, clean, it's full. Bases, stop at, that looks good. Okay. So just a little trickle in there to make it upgrade on its own. Now this one, I think I'm actually going to finish that battleship first, and then reassign to factories, because that's close enough to being done, and I definitely want another one because Yao Guai are doing most of my heavy lifting. Okay. Research. And again, not getting above 50% on a poor planet. So +1 pop. Good. 3. All right. Let's see. Refit. Definitely don't need more. Well, the bombardiers aren't bad actually, but don't really need them too badly. And of course, everything going in there. And here, let's see. Sands already got his population refill. Missile bases, 1 there, and that's a little ways off, right? Because I did my own $2 trillion boondoggle. So let's do those 1 and 1. And Zudax. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about good old Zudax. That's more than enough on bases, I think. 14 is pretty good. 15 especially. If 14 is good, 15 is better. And likewise, 1 there, 1 there. Okay. Score is fine. It's already still industrializing. Okay, good. What does that leave us with? Not much, but you know what? That's fine. Every turn we'll still get that, but a 5% chance and counting of getting our tech in. Okay. So do that. We've got the Yao Guai looking good. Zudax has many things. Sure. Looks good to me. And we have our defensive fleet at Ursa. That's looking solid. Another pack probably wouldn't have hurt, but the loaded for bears and some care bears, great way to back up those missile bases. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to do is wait for probably my first couple missile bases to hit in Chrysalon, and doubly so if I do get the research in, and then send them over to Talus, and then see if I get any good spy hits from there or saboteur hits to go from there. Yeah, I may not have gotten all the techs I could have gotten, but robotic controls was the big one, and we did get it, and of course cheaper factories too. All right. Silicoids attack Bulrathi. It's my planet now. Okay, so let's see. Just a reminder on what the whales have, because that's their main ship now. A little bit lighter on the heavy fusion beams. That's actually better. That means my Yao Guai are going to be better at dealing with them. Ditto for the missile bases too, because we're at the point where regular fusion beams can't hurt planets, only the heavies can. So we'll go ahead and wait for them. And let's see, they all have class 4. Yeah, class 4 across the board. We did the math last time. At 4 shields, it's still better to use scatter packs. At 5 is where it changes. That being said, my missile boats could probably handle them. Actually, I'll use my missile boats to deal with them. I should be able to fly a... Care Bears are slower. I want the Care Bears to... Care Bears would be better at something that... No, they just don't have the initiative. I don't want them flying into any of this stuff. So I'm probably just going to have them scoot around to take out the colony ships. So we will use our missile boats on the slower capital ships, and we'll use our missile bases on the big one. let's see. Yeah, the problem is, see, if only I had initiative, when the sharks flew in, I'd still get a shot off before they used the repulsor beam. That's the best way to have your one-range ships deal with repulsor beam ships until you get cloaking devices, but that wasn't an option for us. So yeah. Okay, missile boats, going after their boats. One more turn to make sure those scatter packs will actually hit. And let's see, he's going to be 1, 1, 2, so all the way up top would keep him out of range. Okay. Love that sound. Okay. Yeah, if I move in, that won't do us any good. So yeah, we'll have them loop. We'll have that one loop around. Try to deal with those colony ships. Do that number. Okay. Oh yeah. So actually, and one more salvo from the planet will take care of that anyway. No, don't want to shoot. If we can't keep it standoff range, then so much the better. Okay. 1, 2. The next turn it'll be able to see, and those were the ones with didn't have too many heavy beams, so that's actually all right. Plus it'll be dead anyway. And we'll just do that. There we go. Had a feeling. Okay, so yeah, let's start firing at those. All right. So yeah, when you have missiles, fire those first, so you don't accidentally shoot them at something you're engaging at close range. Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep the missiles coming. Okay, yeah, it looks like we'll be able to take out at least one of them. Okay, so do that, and then do that. So yeah, I won't be able to shoot the heavy fusion beams. And still good. All right. Then fires the repulsor. Oh well. Okay, out of missiles, so we'll just have it guard the planet. Out of missiles. Okay, and one left. That's fine. And one should take care of that. Okay. Yep, but too late now. Okay. Oh, you jerk. Well, at least it's pretty much fully... I'm sure they were delighted. Well, at least we got it... Well, that would... Actually, no, it wouldn't be fully industrialized because we just got Robotics 4. Well, okay, at least we were already there. I hate when poor hits a developed planet. Well, all that means really is that we just switch it to bombardiers and research is all that means. So that one, we'll keep it there because it still has room to grow. Okay, so what's being attacked? Nothing. All right. What's at Talos right now? A lot of whales. But like we said, since whales don't have as many heavy fusion beams, well, that's still a lot of them though. They're still a threat to my planets. Especially since they're faster too. Yeah, I think it's worth it to. I could toss some money at Chrysalon and have it get its bases up sooner, but no, I think we'll be fine. Especially with that, yeah, we'll be totally fine once our reinforcements come in. So, yeah, stick to my guns, stick to that, and just wait probably one or two more turns, then head over to Talos. Plus, that'll give me a chance to make sure we got time. Yeah, that'll give me a chance to see where their fleet goes. I'm going to assume it's probably going to head to the grave, so I'm going to move it. That's actually the closest to their staging point, and the only place they could theoretically hit in one turn. So I'm going to send the defense group there now. Okay. You too. And then we'll send the bombardiers to join Chrysalon. Okay. So the only wrinkle would be if they sent something to Furious when my fleet was, yeah, sent something there when my fleet's there, and that is a risk you run into as your territory gets bigger. Who are the Cylons buddies with? Just Alkari, right. Okay. Well, I think that's probably about all we need to do for this turn. There was one bit of micro I did at Ursa, right. Yep, don't need that many missile bases anymore. Ooh, gotta love all that industry. So yeah, my stuff will be switching back over to research in no time. That was at the den. Yeah. That way I'll get another Yaogwai. Actually, we'll get that closer to Talus. That'll be the right move there. Okay. I think that's all I need to do with that. I'm optimistic. Well, of course, I'm optimistic about taking it, because as long as they don't have planetary shields, and they don't yet, so I should be good to go on seizing it. So what I'm going to do, I don't have a problem. Well, time is of the essence. I've only got 10 turns before the council vote, or 9 turns really. So what I'm going to do is send some stuff over to, or this would be 3 turns. I don't think I'd be able to launch in time. Well, okay. So it'd be 4 turns to get to Talus, right? No, it'd only be 3 turns there too. And then it'd also be 3 turns to get there from here, thanks to my slower ships, right? So I have to, it'll be a little bit of a risk syncing this up, but I think it will be worth it. So 4 turns. So Ursa, we're going to send like 60 people out of Ursa. So let's send, we'll do 10 from here. Can we get up to +2? Only a bit of an investment. Okay. And then we'll do another 10. Okay, make sure we're regrowing. And then another 10 from the deep. And because the deep takes so long to industrialize in the first place, then it's definitely worth it to send people out of there. Like right now, since I have robotics controls 4, all I need are 80 people to run 320 factories. So I'm actually going to go ahead and send all 15 over, plus the 2 it'll take to it'll take to regrow. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and wait a turn on that so they all arrive at the same time. I'll give you one more turn to get ready before I send Ursa's out. This is why it's so useful to have planets scouted ahead of time. You definitely want to hit as many AI planets as you can. Don't stick around that'll antagonize them, but scan them so you can invade later. Okay. Looks like they're actually heading to Chrysalon. 4 missile bases on a poor planet. That sucks. Okay. How many missile bases can I get to? 4? I can. Yep. We'll just do that. Get a nice big batch right off the bat. 3 turns. Okay, give me plenty of time to build those up. Okay. Badlands. Well, that kind of sucks. Yeah, let's bump some spending there. At least it's not under imminent threat. Chrysalon's the only target. It'll be 4 turns there. So here's my dilemma. It'll take 3 turns to get there. That's kind of the worst case scenario, is them actually going after Chrysalon. It's going to make it harder to invade Talus. Okay, what I'm going to have to do is get as many missile bases as I can, which is going to be a lot since I can dump about 500 production in there, and then send enough of the fleet out to win. All the bombardiers, probably all but 1 Yaogwai, because we'll get 1 more from Grave. Yeah, I think that'll be enough to make it work. The good news is, since all that stuff is in 1 stack, my missile bases should do a pretty good job of tearing it up. And then I can just try to evade them. On the other hand, though, man, I want all my missile bases there, or all my missile boats there, to try to tear through that. I think I'll be okay with the. I probably lose a Yao Guai for doing that. Man, well, that is why I waited. You will have to wait the maximum number of turns, so it'll be 3 more turns. Okay, 15 on Ursa. Okay. So what's going to happen is at 2 turns, so in 2 turns, when all that stuff's 1 turn away, I send everybody out. Be 3 turns. My fleet will take 3 turns to get there. What about the... If I take the old ships out. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is when I send the ships out from Ursa, is send some of my missile boats out. You have some of them still they're ready to defend, and then send the other stuff out there that'll arrive in 2 turns and try to sync that up. That's quite the logistical operation here, but that's how it's got to be. Let's go ahead and dump most of the. I mean, reserve does nothing sitting in your vault, so you might as well use it for situations like this. And actually, with that many missile bases, I'll probably be okay. Yeah. I just need to keep... The problem is that my missile boats, because of their limited shields, are actually really good at taking out missile bases too. Of course, the bombers are great though. I do have a lot, and I do still have a lot of bombardiers because they're not very good at shooting them down. Okay. All right, I think that'll do. So let's put the den on industrializing. Do all that. Okay. Very nice. This is good too. Good, excellent. Yeah, factory's coming along very quickly. Yeah, we're still doing good there too. Okay. Poor Furious. Well, now that it's a poor planet, let's do half industry. And might as well keep banking production until I decide what else to do with it. How many bombardiers could I cash that in for? 100. Okay. Well, we'll stick with this for now. What I'm probably going to do actually is when I get my new missile boat, I'll cash in this production for those. Get a nice supply of them. You know what? Okay. This is starting to be a problem. Now, the reason why I don't normally do security spending is because it's like, let's say you basically, it's like 10%. So for the cost of 5% of my entire GDP, I make it 10% less likely that they'll hit me with the sabotage attempts. When what I could do is if I was keeping that money and putting it into the bank, I could just rush build missile bases on any developed planet that got hit, which is in fact what I'm going to do. Actually, I don't even need to for Zudax, as it was a little ahead of the curve. Okay, so 2 turns crystalline. Anything else happening? No. Okay. Is it 1 turn out from Ursa? No, 2 turns out now, right? 2 turns out. Okay, so next turn I send the population out from Ursa and get ready to do the syncing up operation. How are we doing research? We lost a bunch of research. Well, let's actually, what are the ones that are close to maxing out? Like Zudax was, I think. Let's see, try to get about another 100. Yeah, that's good. Just a little bit more from where we were last time. God, poor Furious. Poor Furious. Okay, Bombardiers. We'll send those. It'll be 2 turns. Yep, send those there. And that should be just in time to send those over. Okay, looking good. All right, next turn the magic starts. Can't say it happens. That'll be a turn after that, but okay. Yeah, they are so far away. I'm not even remotely worried about contesting them for the bombed out planets. So that sounds good to me. Score maxes out on people. Okay, excellent. Still just Crystalon. Okay. Yeah, 17 missile bases I am totally copacetic with. All right, so Ursa, send out the entire goon squad. That's true. Yeah, let's throttle back some of that industrialization. Looks good. Start moving some of that over. And so let's decide what I need to keep and what I need to send. So 17 missile bases. I'm actually just going to need one of those. Let's see, because I'm deciding what I'm sending out. Okay, so I have 8 packs, 3 loaded for bears. I'm actually, let's see, the packs do, they have shield 5. Let's make sure that didn't change. Not yet, okay. So they have shield 5s, 1 point of damage goes through. The Merculites are actually a better deal. Yeah, so the scatter packs are better for our planetary defense, and that's better for attacking bases. Because we're at the cutoff point where, actually they're doing the same damage. You know, Merculites do 10 minus 5 for 5, and the scatter packs do 30 minus 20 for, no, 30 minus 25 for 5. So it actually doesn't, so it doesn't really matter. Well, that's good. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and send about half over, and then keep the other half on defense. I could put a little more in the reserve there, but 17 bases is going to be fine, I think. Okay. That's still a pretty good defensive fleet, too. So that'll be 2 turns to get there. Okay, good. So I want to send there. All right, so next turn we'll go ahead and launch those. Stuff can max out, that's fine. I'll deal with the micro as it occurs. All right, how many turns do I have left? We're cutting it close for the election, but holy moly, Klackons, freaking Klackons, man! Never trust a Klackon. Can I see any of this monster fleet that's shaking the galaxy? Nope, not from here. It looks like. Nope. Their staging area must be somewhere else. You'd think with all the combat going on, their stack of doom would be around here somewhere. Because clearly they have one. Okay, now that I have contact officially, so they only have the 5 planets. I still would think that Cylons would be further along for 5. Robotics 5. Speaking of 5, okay, I want that. I can actually invade them theoretically. They don't have planetary shields either. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and I can see where the Klackons got some of this tech too. But for now, though, I'm just going to keep these spies on them and see what we come up with. Okay. Good old Mershans. Have they come up with anything new yet? Nope. All right. Kind of frustrating. I haven't gotten a sabotage hit, but that's how it goes. All right. Moment of truth. All right, whales, bring it on. Come on, Free Willy. All right, and the Kraken too. It has been unleashed. That's right, Megabolt cannons, lots of Megabolt cannons. We'll actually send they move before the Agui 1, 2, 3. In that case, I actually don't move anything in to engage them because they're going to fly into point blank range, and then I'll just be able to move up the Agui and shoot them 2 spaces away, and that should do the job. So, from there, let's see. Then they wait a turn and then engage with the missiles. That is a lot of whales, though. Hopefully that's enough missile bases. I want to take out probably at least 2 of them before I try flying in the Care Bears. But for now, we'll send the Care Bears out this way. And if I fire the missiles, that will get them to retreat. 2, 3. Like I said, I'll wait next turn on that as well to make sure as many of them hit as possible. Okay. Whoa! Look, I'm glad it missed. Well, of course, he only had like what? Yeah, one heavy fusion beam. So, all right. So if I move in, hopefully that'll be enough. Fire. Well, that was unfortunate. 1, 2, 2. So, okay. Missiles first. It'll move first. 1, 2. I think I'm actually going to. It may be better. 1, 2, 3. And it'll take the Megabolt cannon hits. A lot of those are probably going to. But I'd rather the Care Bears finish this off than it take out my missile boats, which I think is what it's going for. So, okay, I didn't. Oh, forgot about repulsor beam. Well, that sucked. I probably should have just moved it. Well, I couldn't, thanks to repulsor beam. Let's see. 2. Yeah, we'll just open fire. Okay, well, that's about what I expected it to do. We'll just follow it and keep the pressure going. Okay. So then Yaoguai will go ahead, fire those heavy fusion beams, and move in to keep it going. Nice. Nice, very nice. Okay. All right. I'm definitely down with that. Okay. Okay. Then repulsor. Well, at least it didn't destroy one. Then there. Okay, excellent. I was kind of, I think that's where the real weakness with the AI is. It should have fired first and then moved. Okay. So one more turn, 1, 2, 3. So one more turn, and then we'll go ahead and have it fly in as well. And when it fires those heavy fusion beams, well, because they're no, that will work. That will work. It would have to be if it was like if I only had like one. If I split up the stacks, then you could take advantage of how everything is grouped onto one hard point, but not just numbers. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. That's fine with me. All right. So yeah, that may actually be enough to finish the job with the Yaoguai. We didn't lose any, so. Okay, I was hoping it would have actually killed one of them, finish it off before the missiles came in, but so it goes. Let's see. So we lost 4 Care Bears. That's not bad considering how many ships you were up against. Okay. Not bad. Then we know the heavy fusion beams are going to finish the job. Actually, Care Bears can finish the job. All right. Well, that takes care of a pretty good chunk of their fleet. 60 factories, okay. So 1 in reserve. Let's see. Sands only has 65. Let's have it do. We'll have it do a big round of. Well, no need to do the bombardiers. We may not even need them. Yeah, we'll just bank production in a Yaoguai here, and then so start moving things back to research. So we'll have things with 2 ticks in research, I believe. Okay, there, good. Okay, how many are we coming up on a Yaoguai? Not bad. That's good. Wastes. Okay, yeah, definitely needs more people. And this one was already doing bombardiers. That's fine. Okay, still good. All right, so now we send over the rest of the fleet to move. Zudax, who's attacking Zudax? I would love to know where they keep getting all these ships from. That's 2 turns, right? 3 turns. Okay, good. Klackons are a bit of a pain. So, you know what I think I might do, actually, is leave a Yaoguai in the defense fleet. I don't think I'll need 3 of them, because Talos doesn't have as many missile bases as Chrysalon did. Although it still has a bunch, though. It still has a bunch and a huge defensive fleet by the time we get there. 3 turns. Well, at least we're beating that Polaris there, but... I do not like my fleet getting there at the same time theirs does, but there's no helping it. So in that case, yeah, we will need all the Yaoguais to go deal with it. Okay. Kind of wish I hadn't lost so many Care Bears now. Okay, so we know we're not going to send any of them. Actually, we only have the 1 pack, right? So 1 loaded for Bear. We'll leave 1 Care Bear behind for the defense fleet. Okay. Then we'll have defense fleet fly over to Zudax. 3 turns. Well, that's fine. It takes 3 turns to get there. You know, I got to say that's pretty good planning for the AI to sabotage some of our missile bases and then fly the fleet in. So let's try to get a couple more missile bases there to greet them. And I guess what that means is I should really crash research. Well, no, that's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, that's not making much of a difference. Okay. Well, I can still, let's see, that's 1 turn on relocation. I can still cash in some of my production to get some defenses in if I need, if we need to. So yeah, we'll see where we're at when they're 1 turn out. Okay, 2 turns out. Talos. Okay, man, not liking that matchup. Maybe they'll send some of those out to the grave, which would also not be great since I only have the 1 defense fleet, and they just churn out so many ships. I mean, that is just. I mean, I just smashed through another huge stack of theirs, and they're still ahead of me. Okay. Well, nothing else for it though. Nice, very nice. 30 factories. Okay. Chrysalon. You know what I can do though is one of those over to Zudax. And we'll actually, and that's more than enough missile bases, I would think. So let's do some of. Actually, no. Not just leave the 2 in research like usual, and start on a Yaoguai. Okay. Cool. Look very promising. Yeah. Gotta love it. I must have gotten a terraforming increase too, didn't I? No, I didn't get their terraforming, they just happened to have it. So hopefully I'll get that from Talos, since I do have quite a few factories there. Okay. So they're sending another fleet out too. Oh, finally. Okay. Oh man, sky is the limit. This is going to be tachyon beams, I'm pretty sure. They have everything I want. This is my first hit on the Klackons. That being said, I know their computer tech is ahead of me, so nice, and I got it too. Okay. So Jinga, we'll keep Jinga with the higher level of defense spending. Go ahead and bank production there too. We are now at 3 turns. 2, 3. Okay. Zudax. Yep, they're still finishing development. So I got 1 per turn. They're going to Sands. Okay. Well, that's at least a turn after, so I can send over whatever survives to Sands. But I think I may be. Oh, it takes so long for these projects to come in. Okay. I need to see if I get any more hits on the Klackons. So computers are still the way to go. Still want Mark 6, still want hyperspace. Force fields would be good too. I think, yeah. See, it seems like the AIs are already starting to get Andrium armor. Oh, they have fusion rifles. Very nice. Okay. Of course, we have our ion rifles. So, do one more there. And I think it was my other poor planets that finished industrializing, so I'm not too stressed about them. Like I know Wastes did. Yep. And yeah, they're still, they're going to take a little while, being poor planets and everything. Okay. I think since I'm probably going to have some casualties at Talos, so let's go ahead and send. So we've already got 60 incoming. Probably going to lose 10 to 20. Let's do another 8 or so. Looks good to me. Nice. Okay, factory's coming along better than I thought. Okay. So yeah, we'll do that. The 3 turns, then send them over with 1 turn. I think that'll be fine. Scatter pack boats are still pretty useful. We've got plenty of. Let's go ahead and get. Well, we've got missile bases there too, and that's a lot of production I can cash in. So we'll see where we're at in 2 turns. Fingers crossed that eventually one of those 10% chances will kick in. All right. Well, here we go on Talos. What are we going to be up against? Pretty good sized fleet. Lots of battleships. Okay. Fingers crossed. This one could go south very, very badly. Okay. So these guys have repulsor beams. They do. Okay, so Sharks and Krackens have repulsor beams. I want the Yagwai to engage them. They have Merculites, right? So fire those at the planet. I think it may be worth it wasting 1 pack of missiles that I know they're going to dodge just to buy some time. Okay, so we'll wait and see what. So we'll send these guys after. Actually, the Care Bears, if they can sneak around to get to the planet or to the Polarises, that would be ideal. Because the Polarises are an older model. Well, accuracy is about the same, but they don't have the repulsor beams, and they rely more on. They're not quite as space efficient. So that means I actually need to go up and over, not down, because the whales will shoot first if I try to get around them. 1, 2. If I move there, that'll put them in range. I don't really want them to get shot at first. So they have a lot of damage potential. They're just not very strong. We'll just have them join in the missile barrage on those on the whales. Okay. Planet still has Hyper Vs. We're still looking good there. I think what I'm going to do, kind of move in, then curve up. Okay. Them wasting firepower on, well, they'd have their repulsor beams, tough to capitalize on that. Okay. So we'll do that, and then I'll move them a space in. Okay. Yep, that's about what I expected there. 1, 2. Good. Maximum range. Definitely want to chew through some of those numbers. Oh, they're going to keep my... This is a trick human players can do. They're keeping my bombers screened out with repulsor beams. It's not intentional. It's just the way that they're targeting them. But what that means is I'm going to have to bank them around. Let's see. Yeah, repulsor beam's just going to push them away. Can't really get around them, so do 1 there, and we need to soften up the sharks. They're going to be tough to deal with. I can't rely on my Yagwais for everything. So we'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Man, they really hate those bombers. Okay, well, that's 1 salvo. That'll finish them off. Okay, let's see. That should be enough missiles to take out another base. That'll be good. So we'll do that. Then that'll take care of that one. And then we'll fire the other banks of fusion beams at that. Once those repulsor beams are out of play, that'll help us out quite a bit. Okay. Another stack of missiles coming in. This one I'm going to have to try to keep it level, and then duck around at the last second like that. Then we should be good. 1, 2, 3. So can't quite reach. I want it to fly in, waste its ammo on the Yaogwai first, and then swoop in and get the damage in. So for now we'll just move it. Actually, shoot! Forgot I had some heavy fusion beams. Well, this will be enough to help damage the planet some. 2, okay. All right. Player's probably fine. Keep that going. Definitely want to take out one of them. Okay. All right. Ouch. Care Bears are kind of an inefficient design, but still kind of sucks to lose them. Okay. Oh, geez. All right. So what I need to do is if I move through there. Darn it. I only want to get hit by one of those. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Well, that means that they are free to... Oh, misclicked. Darn it. I need to take out some of those things. Okay. Yaogwai, so we will fire missiles there. Fusion beams there, and kind of block off the Polaris a bit. Okay. If I have one more salvo, we'll do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop all those bombs and then pull it north, so that way I can avoid that other stack. 444, it moved away, so it has not fired its Space 1 beams yet. So we're actually not going to provoke it. Okay. This one has. So we'll do that. Chipping a little bit of damage. Oh, it did dodge one of my scatter pack waves. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, we might as well get as close as possible and let her rip because we started the turn. There we go. Took one of them out. Nice big drop in firepower. Not bad. Okay. We are out of ammo on the packs. Mm-hmm. No, one. Then if I move it there, wait a minute. If I move it 1, 1, 2, so that'll probably work. Then that'll help it dodge. Yeah, I am totally I'm totally down with that. Yeah, doing pretty good damage on the planet. Okay. Oh, we're about to take another one out. Sweet. Oh, okay, it wasn't quite enough to finish it off. That's fine though. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Cool. Yeah, pretty much got it at this point. So we will throw one there. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So what I want to do to dodge those is pull it back that way, basically. Excellent. Okay. At this point, I could probably actually retreat the bombardiers, and it wouldn't possibly chip through the Yaogwai without the automated repair. But we've already come this far, so we'll just keep the kiting going. Okay. Yep. Oh, they're finally going after something else, but too late now. All right. So it looks like we blew up about 19 factories and a couple civilians here with that last shot. So Absorption Exoskeleton, Ion Rifle. Yep. Oh, the humanity. All right. Tell me I got something good. Terraform. Okay, very nice. Another economic tech upgrade. Iridium. Okay, we already have 9. Nice, nice. Jammer 5. Okay, more computer tech. Sweet. All 6 hits. Wait, there. Okay, I miscounted. All 6 hits. Okay, we got pretty much everything I could have wanted from the Silicoids, and that is perfectly timed to have them cry uncle and submit before the council vote. Some people like to just go ahead and reject peace until they offer concessions, and you can get a nice boost to your planetary reserve that way. But given my whole plan was to make peace with them before the next election, we will take that deal. Now my problem here is that they are, even though they're allied with the Cylons as well, they're at war with multiple AIs. It's just not worth the risk to get me dragged into something. And they're not offended if you reject an alliance. Wait a minute. Silicoid scientists reveal force field secrets. Repulsor beam. Repulsor beam. I guess, did they give me a concession for peace anyway? I've never seen this happen before. Well, I've seen it happen before, but I thought it was a bug or something. I guess that's what happened. It's like, hey, we'll give you this for peace, and we say yes, and it just only fits the one piece, prompt dialogue box on there. Because where could I have gotten it from? I didn't steal it. I'm on sabotage mode. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Klackons have these two. I love Cloaking Device. Cloaking Device is one of my favorite techs. It even if you don't have ship initiative, it gives you a plus, like I said, +5 on your defenses when you fly into to planets. Actually, this is a good time for me to point out, when I did the introductory video for the Impossible Stock Race Challenge, I did show off 2 things. This one was inadvertent, but my stack of bombers had the Cloaking Device and took almost no losses from a very late game missile base barrage. That's why you get that +5, and you can easily drop a missile base to the 5% chance of each individual hit going through. And at that point, you're basically taking no damage. If it takes multiple missiles to destroy each destroyer, and the other one I showed was, I started off at war with the Silicoids, and I kind of did them out of order. I showed winning the vote to kind of sync that up with the canned applause, and then I showed I started off at war with the Silicoids, made peace with them, bribed them into loving me, and they voted for me to win the election to show that off for the vote. So it's kind of ridiculous how easily you can abuse the diplomacy system. That's kind of the reason why I'm trying to win. Why one of the restrictions I had for the Stock Race Challenge was not taking an easy council vote win, because it's easy to do once you know what you're doing. Anyway, so Cloaking Device, I love it, but the Klackons have it, and it is super expensive. Whereas that's got to be in a previous tier. Yeah, this had to be in the repulsor beam tier, I guess. No, because I would have had, I don't know. In any case, there's no guarantee of getting that, and if I do, I can move on anyway. So I think I'm just going to pick Cloaking Device. Okay. So Zudax. We'll do a little bit into terraforming, and reserve. So we're at 4 points now. That looks good. Zudax. We have a peace treaty with the Silicoids. Their fleets are going to withdraw. So I don't have to worry too much about. We'll put everything on 3 ticks up on all of it. It won't take very long to get my next batch of factories. It'll be basically 40 more factories when you get 10 more people with Robotics 4. Easy math there. So 2. Okay. Yeah, even with fairly minor spending, and the fact that it just built one, that's pretty good turnaround on the Yaogwai. Okay. Yep, so we're just going to let them approach and withdraw. And we are at 496. Fleet's looking good. Man, the Klackons are definitely the force to be reckoned with, though. But I have overtaken the AIs thanks to my war efforts. I've overtaken them on population and planets. Once we win total power, and I probably win at least a couple battles with the Klackons, I do want to take on the Doomstack, at least once. If I can find it. There it is. So that's what happened. They got a bugged fleet of frigates. So I'm not going to be able to take on that Doomstack until I get some nice repeating weapons to go deal with that stuff. Of course, repulsor beams will let you chew it down eventually with 2 space attacks, but so that's where the Doomstack is. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to handle that. Depending on what they had offensively, I might be able to take them on in a missile base once I get my scatter pack increase, but that's a thing to be worrying about right now. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Okay. They must be, oh man, they're tearing through the Alkari, aren't they? Yeah, it's not looking good. Well, maybe the time has come to get everybody to team up on good old Klackon. Yeah, okay. Well, for now, we are at the 1 hour mark. We just won our war with the Silicoids, got them to surrender. We are in pretty good shape going forward. So I think we're going to do another round of teching up. Do the terraforming reserves, max out the planets again. Probably switch back into research mode. Get to, let's see, propulsion. We're at propulsion 30. So actually, once I get Stargates, that'll be the tier where high energy focus pops up. I think we'll do good old classic, high energy focus, megabolt cannon or something, some kind of beam ship. Take out the Guardian and then leverage that to go after the Klackons. And that'll be a nice little way to end the challenge if all goes well. It could very easily be that that erratic kicks in, Klackon declares war. His ships are more than I'm ready to deal with, and we have to kind of put everything on the back burner. But we will see what happens. So once again, thank you all for watching, and take care.